Okay, I'll be starting in just a minute. Hold on. Okay. And... Oh. Bumped it. That was a mistake. But, let's... Oh god, that was really loud. Okay, there we go. Let's get started. Wait, one thing. I forgot one thing. Ah. Okay. Okay, so let's set it to writing and get started. I know we have a clear win here, so I can start with that. Ah. Hey Zed, how you doing? I'm assuming you're back home now? Is there like a thing coming up soon? Ooh. Making good progress? uh, that's always annoying. By the way, I finished most of the march. So if I load up the march. No, wrong one. Python dash http dot circle. Yeah, this is all working. I'm calling this version 0, so I should probably add like a title bar to this that says like um blah 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 version 0. Version 1.0. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that on my website. I'm gonna be doing that at the end of stream today. Uh, so the goal of this is that it automatically generates roles for the perks that I made so that you can write a story based on it. Right? And it does like fully random generation, everything, automatic steps, saves it. You can download backup files if you want. And yeah. So the goal, so the idea is there's this story called Brockton Celestial Forge by Lord Roustabout. So this is the original inspiration, and it's by this was the story that started everything. It's Brockton Celestial Forge by Lord Roustabout, and it is based on this previous concept called the jump chain. Jump chain is this idea that there are these documents that have a list of powers that you get, and you go from one fictional setting to the next, and it's like a fan fiction writing tool. The Celestial Forge is you don't travel, but you get crafting related powers from all of these different fictional settings, right? And this version is all original, therefore freely available perks that can be used to write original stories based on that, as well as just generally being more flexible. I'm going to be releasing version 1.0 as yeah, kind of. So this is version 1.0, which is going to be released as let's say it's going to be released as pure. Um, well, I'm probably going to upload it to. Upload the core package to um, a GitHub repository, link to that for historical stuff, branch it so that I have um, um, what do you call it? Non yeah what do you call it? Non say what do you call it? Like an official CC by zero like royalty free version that is like doesn't impinge on anybody's copyright, and then I will have the fandom version, which will be which obviously I can't claim copyright over because it'll do stuff like reference Naruto or like Gundam or Transformers or whatever else I want to do. And I will be starting with the CC by zero version, and then maybe later, if I feel the need, I'll be expanding it to the fandom version. So yeah, that's what's happening with that. What's that? Uh. 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 Okay, so Naruto character. We want them to be from one of. Let's say we want them to be a ninja. Do we want them to be from one of the major hidden villages? Let's try something different. Um, Main character is from one of is not like explicitly from the big villages. He's kind of like Haku or Rimuru, whoever the guy who that other swordsman mentored. They're like the apprentice of a missing nin. So they're from like some small random village, and they in exchange for hiding this missing nin who deserted from one of the big nations, the he learned about chakra and started like using it around using it internally, right? Using it himself. At some point his mentor dies. Maybe the reason they left is because they like had some sort of degenerative disease and they didn't want to keep so they didn't want to keep being a ninja because it all hurt and crap, but they were willing to teach. And this guy is like he's like a side character. He's not like a really strong fight guy, but his sort of quirk is that um uh his sort of quirk is that he's really good at puppetry. Well, he's really good at chakra string. So I guess his mentor is from Suna, for example. He's really good at puppetry, but he doesn't use normal puppets. He uses chakra strings to control like random household arbitrary items. And he's got this trick where he can anchor chakra strings onto the ground and use it to like reverse puppet himself so that he can launch himself at different places. So maybe he shows up as like a character who's like doing who's like maybe he shows up as like a um alternative, so who shows up in like a filler episode where it's like, oh, there's this yeah, like one-off character in a filler, and it's like, oh, there's this like we think there's a ninja here, but then it turns out that no, he's not actually a ninja. He's just someone who can use chakra, which is already pretty strange. But um, but you get already pretty strange, and it kind of expands from there. If this was a fan work specifically, I would use him as sort of like a darker, like an introduction to the darker parts of the Naruto universe, and say like, yeah, he's not a ninja, but he knows how to use chakra, so therefore he must be eliminated, and it's like this dark part of it's like this dark part of the ninja world, where like, yeah, he might not be a ninja, but he knows how to use chakra, and he's teaching all of these like he's already found like an apprentice of his own, and he's teaching people how to use chakra for stuff that isn't killing people. And the ninja don't want him to like threaten their monopoly on the ability to use chakra. So yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, trade some strange. Um, in order, to explore these distant stretches um of the horse country shoreline, uh, you are so you have um established establish something uh, something of a base of operations. From the hidden what? Like hidden leaf, hidden mist? Where is he from? Makes sense. And no worries. Mm, uh, yeah. Makes sense. Uh, 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 makes sense. Uh, in a small village. Far from the capital. Your reporters remain close by. You find you have a lot more freedom this far away from anything they consider important. Ah. Even the horses here are mundane, high quality, definitely, but don't have the I mean, isn't that just like a Kishimoto insert? Even the horses are healthy, definitely, but don't have the distinct, right, uh, yeah, cheers. Uh, Hey Nathan, how you doing? He's the horn, huh? You seem to separate the higher the it's true yes, Zed's a bit of a Naruto fan. First century dudes. From there or mundane. Uh, uh, oh, why? What happened? Oh, there, despite, despite, the it, it, feels like, many other, so many other small villages, that you have visited, visited, the, and the uh, okay, that is yeah. Uh, I mean, it depends. I don't really like talking about those sorts of things on stream chat because it technically goes against Twitch's TOS, but there is some broader scientific evidence that suggests that while it might be individually bad, it may be societally good. In that, um, while it may be damaging in excess, the fact that it exists has broader sociological implications, which has resulted in a reduction of um, a number of behaviors in the past. So, in that sense, it's a whole thing. But yeah, um, um, there is, so it's, no worries, no worries. No, I understand what you mean. It's like, and like, I'm not gonna ban you or time you out or anything. I just suggest referring to it indirectly if you wish in the future. But, um, like, yeah, I understand why people say why that can be irritating. I had a similar argument with some people recently, where people were um misconstruing um misconstruing my stance on a few things based on some opinions that I had. Basically, they were taking my statements as more political than they actually were, in that I do not actually give a shit about the political, like the broader political implications. I just have issues with people refusing to properly analyze the broader cultural context, say the broader historical context of actions, and how that can implement things nowadays, and why it's like really irritating to. Yeah. Anyways, it's it is frustrating because people will make the assumption that they will assume that you have the same priorities that they do and refuse to, and they will not understand why your opinions are different because they assume that the way you weight evidence is similar to the way they weigh evidence, right? They might prioritize information about, like, say they might prioritize information that's been shared to them directly. Like, I went traveling recently, right? And one of my friends was like, "Oh, you should be really careful when you're traveling to this country." And I was like, "Why?" And it's like, "Oh, it's because I encountered pickpocket there." And I was like, "We literally encountered much worse in different countries, including other countries that I'm visiting. Why is that the place you're worried about?" And it's just because they had one bad experience. So they're weighing their personal experience over the much broader evidence that exists. And it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. And you kind of have to recognize that some people just prioritize different information sources differently, and there's only so much you can do. It's like there was this short of of Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? He was saying, oh sure, but yeah, I'll just finish my statement. But yeah, there was a short of Neil deGrasse Tyson who was like, um, I, uh, um, some person asked, "Hey, what? I don't believe went to the moon." And Neil was like, "Okay, what evidence would you have where people have been to the moon?" And then they thought, "Okay, we want pictures from the landing site, and then pictures of the landing site, and yada 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 yada." But point is, um, in that short, the thing that comes up is that the guy didn't accept the new evidence that met his original requirements. He moved the goalposts. And that's when you have to kind of accept that some people just don't actually want to change their minds. They just want you to change your mind. And that's not usually very helpful. So nice and thank you. Plenty to go around. Especially among, especially after weekly feasts that they have two, let's say weekly feasts. They especially when a few families get to and it seems like your own visit and the money the wealth in the form of trade goods you are throwing around have been quite uh, 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 are good enough reason to celebrate. Um, you find yourself say um in the center of the uh, 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 In the center settlement, there is a great kind of food. There, sorry, settlement. There, the script is dominated by a large, over which several cast iron vessels are bubbling away with bubbling away with a mixture of rain and broth, richly flavored broth. The town itself is almost half a day's travel from the ocean. The majority of their the town itself is almost half a day's travel from the ocean, and the majority of their work is actually, I said, the majority of their produce is actually mainly feed for the massive cavalry regiment of uh, 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 you sip you sip the malty beverage as you sit among a group of um, older villagers. Uh, 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 The multi-room. Multi-beverage. Older village. Me, with you. Surprised to hear that there weren't many people. There weren't any closer to one of the old there's you you don't land so terrible nothing it's rare and it's rare to find anyone who like alternative. Is good. When they aren't trying to this, you turn to the latest card, raying figure. Who is you turn to this guarding green figure. With with wooden with a wooden with a uh, hook mounted onto the end of one arm. With a hook facing with several missing fingers on one of Hey Tater Taco, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just. Ooh, that's annoying. Do you know what it is, or is it just like you're feeling a little bit crappy? Good, good. Glad to hear. Split um, nursing. Uh, of the warm. Oh. Ah, that's always a pain. Mm. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. But yeah. Have you been working on any projects lately, or how've things been? Well, I don't. Oh, I remember seeing anything. Oh, I'd be surprised. Uh, uh, they aren't too, but there are. Ooh, nice. What you planning on what you planning on working on? Are you playing a new game? Are you working on a new project? Sounds good. So yeah, what you planning on playing? Are you playing a custom game or something else? Hey, they aren't too common. They're these. Uh, mm, that always sucks. I've had to miss a few streams lately because of like because of prior commitments, but I've been keeping up with my like nearly daily schedule pretty well, I think. uh, they aren't too common. They're these uh fish that can fly all the way up the cliffs. Ooh, that's always fun. Got the nice classic game. Uh, are you a big fan of Resident Evil, or are you trying out Resident Evil for the first time? Uh, 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 mm, good, good. Are you looking forward to anything specific, or? Well, by the way, do you scare easily, or is this more of a is this more of a broader? Uh, well, I'm just scrolling back from it because I remember to see something. I just need to scroll back for a while. I just need to see something. Oh, hold on. Uh, oh. You enjoy jump? Say, I'm assuming you don't jump scare easily then. Uh, Yeah, I get that, I get that. 200. Uh, one of them, pretty strong. One of them actually, dragged, off of the, off and I had to deal with, of them as I'm, hmm. I'm doing pretty well, doing pretty well. Um, hung out with some family recently. I checked out a new restaurant yesterday that was really nice. And yeah, I've been, work's been better. Recently got back from my vacation, so that was a nice experience. Traveled a lot around Europe. Also, went to watch that Adieu concert that Furnished Kate told me about, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Uh, 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 yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mostly went there for like food and culture stuff. Visited some museums, visited some like historic landmarks and stuff. Honestly, if it, like I was able to get the tickets on miles, so because of that, it wasn't actually that expensive. Like, yeah, I did have to save up for it, but as long as you're not like, as long as you're a bit clever about it, it's not too expensive. You could definitely do like a week without it being too bad if you can get the days off. Uh, uh, climate, uh, 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 took off. Uh, um, uh, 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 hmm? So I'm working on the latest update from Merchant Clan Quest, but other than that, I am also working on this, which is the March of Civilization. It's a writing prompt similar to the Celestial Forge, which is a jump chain derivative. Um, the the march of creation is a set of custom, say set of like it's an automated dice roller that does all this stuff for you, and I've done this. There's like I need to do a landing page and then set up the foundation for um, a future version of this that is uh, parallel with parallel with uh, oh, it's my brain is fried. An alternate version of this that's parallel with God's why. An alternate version of this that's parallel with God's why brain why. An alternate version of this that's parallel with so that's like that's not all original content. So this has 313 original perks, which means that I can give away I can like allow anybody to use this according to the CC BY license. So that's available for anybody who wants to write even like even like their own like profit off of it and publish stories based on the concept. So based on the works here, and this is just like a general auto roller. It's got everything set up there for however you want to play with it, and yeah. Um, Today, all I need to do is add the landing page. I'll be uploading this to my website, and then I will be writing chapter 1, I think, as the plan for what I'm going to be working on. And then after that, starting tomorrow, I'm going to go back to working on my model. I think that it's already getting too late to do the to get the summer solstice deadline. I'm probably just going to go for the fall equinox. Let's see. Fish from up on the cliffs. Good. Oh yeah. Other than that, I think in the near future I might be doing some studying for the CompTIA A plus, Net plus, and Sec plus exams on stream so that I can force myself to keep working on that, and then see how that goes. Because I still want to get that all sorted as soon as I can. We are down to some fish. Really? That's really nice of you. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you enjoy your. I hope I hope your allergies let up, and I hope you enjoy Resident Evil. I'm just giving you a follow, so oh. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. Nightbot is being weird. I just installed Nightbot, so no, that's fine. I'll have to figure out why. I basically installed Nightbot, hoping that it would be able to deal with those assholes that those asshole bots that keep advertising that one site, but it seems to be. It seems to be kind of annoying. So I'll figure out why it's. No, I do not want excess emotes blocked. Excess emotes are fine. Excess symbols aren't. There. That's Nightbot fixed. Nah, we went to swim. Well, we went down to swim. Which one? Really? So really interesting. He gives you an upgrade. I don't know. I should probably also integrate this with my YouTube. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Not. How do I add? Yeah, here's. User. Must have been pretty difficult to get. Have a good. So have a good day. Have a good. What do you call it? Have a good evening, and have a good stream. Get up. You must have been pretty difficult to get up to down. You said this jump. The lofts. So the lofts that came back. The rest of the circle. From to that's loft. I suppose you be mad to get into body water anyways. But Okay. And of course, since it did not report channel, chat message. It was viewership tampering, right? Yeah. Port lock. Unpause. Nightbot did not successfully. Setting. Label account. Okay, there we go. My Nightbot has proven useless, so they're banned. Okay, I'm gonna try and tweak something, right? Mons. Can add. Action. To do. Okay, so action for which confirm. Okay. I'm going to set it to not ignore for the moment, just so I can do. Okay, good. So, if I can now set it to do an actions Uh, 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 hold on. Streamer, bot, Twitch. Okay. Do I have a do I have an account that I can test this? I'm gonna hit save for now. I don't know. If someone drops by, I can do a test with that. Um. Uh. Hmm. Uh. 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 Chocolates. But you didn't see anything dangerous? Maybe I was. There were some fish that were leaked. Yeah. Others that glowed. Oh, what's that? I know. I've fought a few of your ones. They chase. Absolutely. A terrible death. Mimes gag. Haven't seen the glowing ones. So what else have you seen down there? There's these And if I do that, I do. Okay, that works. Advertise. Okay. Wait, no. Save. There's these sounds like you manage to avoid the really big thing. How far from the shore were you? I went pretty deep. Deep. So I stayed pretty close. Not too far. That's good. Consideration. So we said after thinking for a few moments. Didn't want to get too far. I say wasn't past any of these facts. That makes sense. Since the big ones. Makes sense. The ones don't like getting say getting blocked in there's a spot on top of one of these posts. There's a bottom of the that goes out far enough. Oh, what? That was not useful. The big ones don't like being boxed, don't like getting boxed in like that. There's a stop on top of one of the headlines that okay, good, that makes sense. The big ones don't like getting boxed in like that. There's a stop on the head to actually get out far enough to get really Well, that interesting. Clock out. Super. Your telling that story. Okay. What happened? No, I'm in. Close. Or if it got blown in something, or it different. But I saw it from but uh, I don't know if it just got blown in or just it just is just different. But the thing, I already fought off those flying fish before. So I had tied myself to some anchors. Uh, I don't know. So it's hard anchors. The anchors. I buried. Was fishing off into the deep water. The thing came out of nowhere. The Greek must. Um, I think came out of nowhere. The wake was big enough that I could see half the damn fish because the water was pushed away far. I thought that you caught it? Caught it? Caught me. The fucker caught me more like. He barked. He erected. uh, um, uh, it grabbed my bait, pulled on the line, and ran out the reel before I could do anything. I was pulled clean off the headland and left uh, left hanging off the end of the uh, hanging off my anchors once the uh, once the thing ripped the reel and line off of the hook. What? Oh. That's impressive. Yeah. I stick to the stacks nowadays, but maybe you'll be able to say some of the younger boys will still go out on headlands. So you're currently in the remote corners of You're currently in a remote corner, of course. Um, think that would be the let's say, while you normally would be able to do much Tommy, please. So you could get more. Your watcher is one of this is the same one that reached out to check in with this strain with this rising action. Uh, uh, send a message with Tommy to check in back home. Things you have been away for quite some time. Option, grouping. Where voting post reply. Take a moment. We get water. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so now I've got that sorted. Give me a second. Market. Okay, and okay, there we go. So, the only bit left right now is this landing page where currently there's literally nothing here. I'm just going to do a very basic landing page because this is already done. I don't need to do anything there. Right, this is already done. I just need to link to that. Oh god, that's so bright. Okay. Style. H1. March of civilized. Okay. What is this AI bullshit? Yeah. Something like that would be nice. I don't want any AI bullshit. There's so much AI slop here. Oh, there we go. That's kind of useful. Good. There we go. That's good. Uh, we can change this to a div. Stuff. Mock. With and text lines on adjust font location. Yes, sir. Div dot banner transparency gradient banner dot banner background image URL hey.jpg background size hover background with 100% height 50px transparency fade yes sir. Linear grading. Top, bottom, top, bottom, from, RGBA 0,001 to RGBA what? on. Good. Body. White space. That's right. Here. Yes. Something, something. Okay. Some other the march of this is a writing tool inspired by the celestial Ford. Similar system, born from the jump chain fan fiction. Like that. Like that. These writing tools center around a technological power set for a character, in which they are bestowed with knowledge, skill, and supporting uh, 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 powers, knowledge and supporting powers that enable them to powers via some from a random ability. The March is a version of uh, 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 random pool signal from random from a pool. Uh, look. Okay. Ah, okay. 1 second, I'm getting a call. Okay, let's get back to that. Permanent out. Well, I'll have to fix my GitHub later. Apparently, I'm. Randomly of our character. They are bestowed with knowledge, skill, and supporting powers randomly. Um, Mark. Uh, uh, Serves as both. CSS black. Submission. These writing tools center on technology power set character. The March serve. The March serves as both an automated tool for both as both a tool for automating the process of generating roles for such writing. Project, but also as a source for but also as a similar framework without the IP complication of the original board. There are the base version of the March is available under CC here and can be used for any writing project, including a picture F equal to base slash MOC. Beautiful. Hold on. Why are people so loud? Good. Including work including commercial. All perks in this version March are original creation by and do not contain any material that extended version of March is still the is not yet not yet available, but will introduce uh, perks that directly reference media specific fandom, and is, I do not claim any this God. The rising tool inspired the Celestial Forge, a similar system born from the jump chain format. These writing tools center around a technological power set for a character, in which they are bestowed with knowledge celestial summer system born from the order of X solid launch of civilization, production, writing tool, yada yada. How to use. Um, uh, the version control is not yet set up. So wait. The version og JavaScript. Dot. Hey, that worked perfectly. So I have something set up there where I can do versioning. If so I'm setting that up as like a fallback thing, but later I'll have it cleaned up to like actually return. So I do hook into like GitHub versioning system so that I can do that. But yeah. Version of the March is not available, but both books directly reference. Yeah. With such fun. But the base outside the base is simply when loading a random you select role, type role, press the roll button, progress. Go to progress the march. How you decide which stats are important. How you decide which stats are. Feel free to roll what you wish. Additionally, the rolls are made for made here made based on the word of the story. A roll every 1,000. A roll every 1,000. But other but you use whatever system wish to roll a bit. Try to decide some make use of important use of milestone-based progression. Get others might set specific. They might set. They might roll for set sound. Each roll grants 100 steps. Each roll grants 100 steps. Each roll grants 100 steps and will randomly roll the collection of perks until it selects one that that has not passed. This any resolve and then played according to format available. The format specified. The options are the formatting is the variable. Will be replaced with relevant source from then all perks in the roll will be combined by placing the contents of between section of the option that if this is empty, no line break will be placed between one perk and perk. Finally, once the perk is resolved, the entire log. Once all the perks in the role are combined, the entire log roles is joined by the between your options are together with the main role. The reverse option. The reverse options change the order. You can, oops, update automatic. So feel free to experiment. You can also edit the manually and set the march to advance to a certain the download option allows you to generate a save file that can be backup, but an updated copy is stored in your browser. So the mark should persist between sessions. The upload button similarly can load the content. Oh, the march. Each roll on the march grants 100 steps. And then attempts to grant the grant a random perk. If the perk is if the perk is has reached its repeatability limit, a new perk is once a perk that can be granted all 313 perks. Once a perk that can be granted once a perk that can be granted is found, the dependencies check is performed. Once a perk that can be granted, perk is once a perk that can be granted is found, the cost is compared against the current number of steps. On failure, if the steps are in the roll, if there is enough, if there are enough steps, the dependencies are resolved. Each resolve recursive that is the dependent of the dependencies themselves are also analyzed for dependence of their own. Dependencies will fail if they have Will fail if they've reached their repeat limit, but will still resolve. But will still resolve case and it still will resolve. This case and not affect roles that said reflect the higher side the side part. Limit or have or do not have enough steps. Once all the pens are resolved, the perk is the perk is once again evaluated for cost and should there be enough, the perk is added. The successful perks for a roll. There some say some versions of the forge that inspired this tool allow for perks to be held. The lack of such feature is deliberate. As is the inability to refuse perks. Such feature. Perks to be held later once enough points are accumulated. But or refuse should they not be decided. Lack of such features is limited. The march was designed with a series of perks that will be granted before granted if a perk dependent on it will be rolled if a perk dependent on them is rolled. This is a perk of the mark that I'm experiencing and feel and think experiment the perk of mark these are perks that will be rolled if a perk independent is rolled. They are evaluated before the these are related perks or grant these are related perks or grant a necessary ability. Use the perks. Perfect. There we go. 80. Five, five. Perfect. And yeah, that looks good. Does the basics of introducing the march. Pretty decent. Wait, the next slide. I like that. That's all sorted. I'm just gonna upload this to my site. Then we will. Or actually, I think we're just gonna wrap up. Let's see if this works online. If it does, then full site. Check. Project. Okay. Okay, so if I go to musical.com/project slash MOC slash MOC home Hang on. Why is that? Is there like a override for the project? I mean, it's public, so... Okay, I'm sorry, I need to run now. We'll drop off now, and I'll sort out the bug and that later.